Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on our forecast for the Arklatex as we go through this weekend and, of course, the week leading up to the 4th of July. And as you might expect, as we lead up to the 4th of July, we're going to see lots of heat, lots of clouds mixing in with the sunshine across much of the Arklatex today, but we really don't have much of anything as far as rainfall. That could change a little bit as we go into the weekend. Here's a look at the overall weather pattern across the country as we are going to be looking at conditions that will stay rather hot as we have upper level high pressure. You can see a little bit of a weakness with this high down along the coast. It is becoming more centered just over the Arklatex right now, and actually is going to strengthen somewhat as we move forward. And then we'll see a kind of a stretch across the southern half of the country. More upper level high pressure will develop out to the west in the western sections of the country and move to the east. And that is going to keep temperatures above normal for most of the 10 days ahead of us. Here's a look at Robbins Toyota Futurecast again tonight, looking at a partly cloudy sky across the area. Could see a few clouds late. Tomorrow we'll see that mix of clouds and sunshine. Futurecast and now other high-res models indicating a very small chance for a stray shower, probably 10% at best as far as the rainfall chances for tomorrow. And you can see the coverage pretty much limited to East Texas and Northwest Louisiana. So if you get some rain tomorrow, consider it bonus rain because you're probably not going to get any. Here's a look at Saturday night as we'll be partly cloudy yet again, and then Sunday we'll see a possibility for some scattered showers or thunderstorms over the northern sections of the Arklatex. That risk of rain may shift a bit to the south as we go into late Sunday night and into Monday. And again, rainfall will be very limited across the area. Here's a look at the numbers from Futurecast, and you can see light blues indicating amounts that are less than 1/10 of an inch. These darker areas of blues indicate a quarter, maybe a half an inch, but you can see those are very sparse. So most of us will see less than 1/10 of an inch if we get any. And if you are one of the lucky ones, you could pick up more than a half an inch of rain here from now through Sunday. Meantime, overall, the weather pattern looks like this. You can see the upper level ridge strengthening as we go into and through the weekend. This little trough here off to the northeast is pushing a boundary southward. That's what's going to give us enough of a trigger to give us a chance for some rain despite the presence of that upper level ridge. As we go forward, you can see another ridge moving into the western sections of the country here as we go into the 4th of July. And notice another trough ahead of that ridge trying to form here across the upper Midwest. What may happen is it may basically prevent this ridge from moving much further to the west. This particular model does show a chance for some rain Friday night, and then we'll see that ridge try to reestablish itself a little bit further to the east. So what this tells you is that we might see a little bit of cooling late next week and maybe another shot for some rain as we go into next weekend. But those rainfall chances too looking very slim at this point. In the tropics, watching a couple of disturbances, one in the Gulf of Mexico, probably not going to amount to anything. We have one right in here. This one is forecast to develop here in the next couple of days, and pretty much the global model's tracking it towards the Yucatan, maybe making it into the southwest Gulf of Mexico by a week from Monday, 10 days out. Again, that's a bit of a stretch. Take that with a grain of salt. There is a second one behind it. You can see the area of yellow. That also has a slight chance of forming into a depression here during the next week. So a couple of things we'll have to watch in the tropics. As of right now, it looks like none of them will impact the Arklatex here probably in the next couple of weeks, but worth watching. Meantime, your forecast tonight is looking partly cloudy, warm, and humid. We'll see a low temperature in Shreveport right around 80 degrees, 78 in Texarkana, 76 in Marshall, and 77 degrees in Natchitoches. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, hot and humid. 97 in both Shreveport and Texarkana. The heat index probably above 105, so anticipate another heat advisory again tomorrow, and probably the same for Sunday as well, as we'll see a high at 98. Best chance of rain Sunday, northern half of the area. That will shift to the south on Monday. Then some triple-digit heat on the way through the middle part of next week with 100 degrees for the 4th of July, but we should be dry. And there is that subtle cooling that I talked about with another iffy chance of rain as we look ahead to next Friday night and possibly next weekend. So don't expect any significant heat relief as we move out of June and into July. A little bit of spotty rain possible both this weekend and then again next weekend.